Do you ever get frustrated by the cost of night vision equipment? You really want to add it to your tool set, but you just can't afford it? Me too. Guys, I'm just an old grit smack in the woods with too many guns and too strong of opinions. And there's no way I can afford the cost of night vision. I can't put tens of thousands of dollars into a piece of equipment that's like this with limited functionality. So, when oneleaf asked me if I would do a review for the Commander NV400, I jumped on it. So first we're going to talk about the features, and this is going to be a desktop review. So it has real 4K recording, so everything that you do in this can be recorded and put on video or analyzed later. It has a microphone, digital zoom 13x. It has a rangefinder. This model does have a rangefinder. It has a gyroscope and it has knee compass. Now, some of the nicer things that come with some of this is, first it'll do either first focal plane or second focal plane. That just depends on what you want to see when you're looking through your reticle. If you always want your reticle to be the same size, then you want second focal plane. If you wanted to get smaller when you turn down magnification, then you want a first focal plane. It has picture-in-picture, so the little tiny picture that's up in the screen can actually be magnified even more on your target for pinpoint accuracy. And it has an external HD port so that you can actually connect it to any HDMI device, so a little screen or something like that. So now we're going to go ahead and talk about the actual piece of equipment. Now, when you get this, it's going to come with a small toolkit, with some Allen wrenches, and it comes with all the O-rings for replacement. Different baffles for the eyepiece. This is a sunshade. I know it looks a little off from eye shade or light shades that you're used to seeing, but when you put in the daytime filter, it's smaller, and maybe you're going to get some glare. This screws in if you need it, and when you want to shoot at night, you just take the whole thing off. Sorry. So for night vision, you're actually flipping this up out of the way, and then all the light can come in. I'm going to go ahead and close that. Now, this right here, this is the laser rangefinder, which is very nice because it has built-in ballistic software, which is just awesome. So when I'm looking at a target, let's say that this is on my air rifle, and I'm looking at a target that's 17 yards away. Now, if I've calibrated everything correctly, when I go to a target that's 27 yards away, it automatically calculates and moves the reticle where it needs to go without making any kind of scope adjustments. So that's really awesome. Comes with an acceptable set of scope rings. These are fairly nice. On the scope rings, on the front scope ring, you can mount the Illuminator. It's an infrared illuminator. Works pretty well. More on that in future videos when we're actually testing this. It feels very high quality. Turning the focus ring right now on the objective lens. It's very smooth, very nice. This is for cycling the menus and things like that. It has very solid clicks. I like that quite a bit. Materials are very nice. It's all aluminum. There's no plastic on this. It's a fairly nice scope. And I've done a small amount of testing with this. I'm going to do more in-depth testing, of course, but for the time being, I just wanted to get a desktop review out. Comes with a mini HDMI cable for connecting to an external monitor source, and of course a USB to USB-C that you can connect this to an external charging source, and everything plugs in right there on the side. Also came with a 128 gigabyte micro SD card so that I can actually record shooting sessions and things like that, or ratting or whatever it is that I'm doing at night. So this is a very, very affordable scope. And when I put out the actual review video, you're actually going to get a 10% discount code, and this is going to work out quite nicely. Now, I was in the military, and we used night vision optics quite a bit. And I can tell you that at that time, we were using PVS-7s And this is every bit as good and better than a PVS-7 was. So I would say that you can go ahead and use this and add this to your toolkit. Now, it's obviously not going to be like a $7,000 night optic. It's not going to be anything remotely like that. But in preparedness and survival, it's good enough. And there are an awful lot of benefits to very expensive equipment. There are features that are not benefits to you. They're just not as important to you. They're probably important if you're an operator in Afghanistan, but that doesn't matter to us. You know, what are we going to do with this that would need whatever feature comes with that scope that adds all that money? This is, I believe, 2 pounds, 1 ounce. It is, so it is a little heavy compared to other scopes, but you have to remember, this is a digital camera. All thermals, or I'm sorry, all night vision scopes are just basically digital cameras. And so that's what you're seeing. They put a reticle in it, they put some software in it, and to get the job done on a rifle. So I like it so far. Oh, one more thing. This takes a battery that's smaller than your standard 18650. It's a 1900 milliwatt hour battery. So you can put an 18650 in this, and they give you an additional cap for that. So this will do just about everything you're going to want it to do. Everything is very smooth and very nice on this. I like it. That's all I've got for today. I just wanted to introduce you to this, and it's going to be starring in some more videos upcoming very soon. So stay safe, everybody.